lemonade skies, and lawn chair promises. I wasn't looking for love when I met Zoe. I wasn't even looking for another human being, to be honest. I was trying to find my lost frisbee. The wind had carried it halfway across the Alderbridge Community Park and directly into her picnic basket. She didn't even flinch, just looked up from a book about French cheese and said, "Either that's the world's flattest UFO or someone's got a strong backhand." "Technically forehand," I said, trying not to stare at her oversized sunglasses, and the way she was pairing lemonade with pickles like it was a fine art. "Sorry about that." "It's fine," she said, "but you owe me one rogue frisbee-sized brie now." My name's Drew. At the time, I was a semi-retired wedding DJ who had decided to go full-time with my side hustle, a mobile lawn chair repair business. It's a niche, but people underestimate how attached folks get to their creaky camping thrones. Zoe was, according to her tote bag, the kind of person who unironically owned wind chimes and kept loose tea in labeled tins. She worked part-time at the town's aquatic centre and part-time writing blurbs for artisanal honey jars. We were, to put it lightly, not on the same frequency. And yet we kept meeting. I'd see her roller skating near the duck pond. She'd wave with her elbows like she was signalling an emergency landing. Or she'd show up at the same food truck night and judge me for getting nachos from a place called Guac This Way. "Your puns need work," she said once. "So do your taste buds," I replied, gesturing at her mushroom kombucha taco. The banter turned into coffee dates. Not at a shop, no. Zoe insisted on a blanket under the willow trees and a thermos she called Mr. Brew. We played a game called Deeply Unimportant Questions. Things like, would you rather be able to talk to bees or always find perfect parking? I learned she cried during dog food commercials. She learned I used to be in a ska band named Sexual Healing. We both pretended not to notice how much we were starting to look forward to these picnics. One evening, we watched a community theatre version of Jurassic Park, performed with sock puppets and garden tools. Afterward, we danced in the parking lot to my old DJ playlists, the sound quality fuzzy but perfect. Her forehead rested against mine, and I thought, this is the kind of weird I could spend forever with. Of course, romance never brews without a little chaos. Zoe's sister was getting married in upstate New York and begged her to move back to help run the family's bed and breakfast. I said I understood. I didn't. I said I was happy for her. I wasn't. I said, "You'll be back, right?" She didn't answer. Weeks passed. I threw myself into work, reupholstered more lawn chairs than I care to admit, turned down wedding gigs, even considered restarting Sexual Healing until my saxophone mouthpiece disappeared. Zoe swore she didn't hide it. Then one Friday, I came home to find a lawn chair on my porch. Not just any chair, our chair, the one she always sat in at our picnics. Balanced on the seat, a jar of honey, one of her blurbs printed and taped to it. Tastes like late summer, slightly reckless decisions and good kisses. And a note scrawled in her barely legible cursive. Couldn't stay away. Hope you didn't fix this chair yet. I like it creaky. We got married in the same park where we met. She wore yellow, I wore flip-flops. The chairs were mismatched. The cake was lemon and too sweet. And halfway through our vows, a dog ran off with the ring pillow. Perfect. Now we live in a tiny cottage on the edge of Alderbridge. I DJ birthday parties and still fix lawn chairs. She's writing a novel about a beekeeper who falls in love with a professional whistler. Every Sunday we sit under the willow tree, drink terrible iced coffee, and ask each other the most deeply unimportant questions. Like, do you think bees fall in love? Or, if you could relive one picnic, would you pick the one where it rained, or the one where we fell asleep in the grass and woke up sunburned and tangled up like headphone cords. And I always say, whichever one ended in a kiss, because that's the only part I'd never change.